Permission of the Honorable Chair, I welcome all the Council of Ministers and the Honorable CM and the officers back to the session after the lunch. Now, post-lunch session, sir, we have the human resources sector, school education, higher education, technical education, employment and skill development. Mr. Shashidhar, Secretary of School Education, please take over.
Yes. Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Honorable Ministers, my dear colleagues, District Collectors, good afternoon, Andariki Namaskaram. Sir, I would like to introduce my HODs as well for the benefit of all the members. Vijay Ramaraju is the Commissioner School Education, Kritika is Commissioner Intermediate Education, Srinivas Rao is SPD Samagra Shiksha, and anyway, after me, Saurabh will do the presentation on higher education and skills, sir. Before we, for the collectors, because CS sir has given us only 8 slides, it's a very big department, but I'll stick to the time schedule, sir. I know it's a post-lunch session and definitely I'll try to make it as interesting as possible. Before we dwell into the issue, sir? Yes, sir, yes, sir. That's a challenge, sir.
Post-lunch.
I'll do it, sir. I'll do it, sir. I would like to briefly set the context before we go into the issues for the collectors to act upon. In education, we mold the future citizens for Viksit Andhra Pradesh and Viksit Bharat. It's a very challenging yet satisfying and exciting sector. The education sector in AP, I would like to show you a few facts. That's the snapshot. Couple of facts and couple of performance indicators where we are right now, so that you understand the context and what is the way forward and what are the tasks for you to do. Now, number of schools, we have about 44,000 government schools. We have about 38 lakh government children studying in our government schools. But if you see, there are 4,992 schools with less than 10 children per school. It's a matter of concern and worry for us. There are about 12,252 schools which have students less than 20. Now, coming to gross enrollment ratio, if you see, there's a steady decline from the primary to upper primary to secondary and higher secondary. Now, the implication of this, I will explain when we come to the indicators. The teachers, we have vacancies about 22,000. We've already given the mega DSC and promotions also will take up. Now, coming to the indicators, these indicators are not very pleasant to look at, but yet we want to flag because this is where we stand today and we have a lot of things to do, a lot of distance to cover. SDG 4 is one of the 17 goals adopted by United Nations General Assembly in 2015. These goals have to be attained by 2030. Very unfortunately, Andhra Pradesh score is 52 against national average of 61. Our rank is 20th as compared to all major states. SDG 4 pertains to education. There are about 12 parameters. The average score is 52. The various parameters, each of these parameters is equally important. If you look at the learning outcomes within this SDG, there also we are below the national average. We are only 73 against national average of 77. Another two interesting things which I would draw the attention of collectors. One is there is an assessment done by the Government of India called National Achievement Survey. This is an average figure I have told because it's a very comprehensive report. For 3rd, 5th, 8th and 10th, if I take the average scores, the age appropriate scores is only 42.4. Meaning, when a test was administered to these students, the average score was only 42.4 as against national average of 43. Even there, we are below national average. Now, foundational literacy and numeracy is another parameter which I want you to understand, because this is where we'll be focusing the next few years. The numbers per se 66 and 51, I'd like to explain. If an 8th grade student is given 3rd standard language test, only 66% were able to do. I repeat, 8th grade student was given 3rd class language, Telugu, and only 66% were able to read and write, as against national average of 69. Again, 8th grade student was given math, only 50%, 51% were able to do a 3rd grade equivalent math, those studying in 8th grade. Here we're slightly above national average, but that's not a reason for us to be happy, because we have a lot of distance to cover. Now, having said that, this is the background as to where we stand and what we intend to do. This is the roadmap. I'll just take a minute and a half on this one. School education, we are yet to have a comprehensive review by the Honorable Chief Minister, but our Honorable Minister has given very valuable insights, and we have made a draft blueprint as to where we stand and what are our immediate tasks and where we want to be. The immediate tasks for the collectors, the next slides I'll be explaining where each of the district stands. Enrollment of students is one of the parameter for SDG 4. It's very important. You already started acting on it, but we will give you a few more instructions. Teachers' attendance is again one more slide which I have prepared. Teachers' work adjustment is being done for the first time from the inputs of our minister and from the various stakeholders. For the first time, we are doing an online teachers' adjustment. As you know, teachers' transfers are done only once in a year through counseling. After that, we have a lot of schools which have surplus teachers. There are a lot of schools with deficit. So we do work adjustment. Even in that work adjustment, there are a lot of complaints. So to address this, we have come with an online system, and it's going on well. A couple of more days to complete this exercise. So I request all of you to focus on that. Midday meal improvement, one more slide on that. The school infra works, again, there's one more slide on that. Student kits distribution, all the 4-5 slides are the immediate tasks which the collectors need to focus on. And SMC elections, the schedule has already been announced. You're already aware of it. I've spoken to all of you. Now with this immediate task, what is that we are planning to do? You have seen the parameters which are quite poor at the national average or even the international level. Now what we plan to do, the Department of School Education, is, as to put it in the words of our minister, we would like to lift the maximum load this year. So he has given us very valuable inputs. The Mega DSC is already out. It will be done. The notification will be on 3rd November as per schedule. As you know now, if a child is born today, 6 years from now, he should be enrolled in a primary school. I have 3 databases which don't talk to each other. One is health and family welfare, second is Anganwadi, third is school education. Every year I go back reinventing the wheel, how many children are out of the school. So we need to have a comprehensive synergy among these databases. If a child is born today, automatically I should know that in 6th year he should be enrolled in a primary school. Somehow that's not happening. We have flagged this issue, and we are in the process of creating very good dashboards for everybody from the top to the districts and up to the lowest level. We are also speaking to the best experts, NGOs, taking their inputs. What should our model be? What should we focus on? And then there is rationalization of HR and physical assets. As I've told you, there are schools with excess teachers, excess assets. There are schools with deficit. We need to rationalize this. We are reviewing the entire curriculum, pedagogy and assessments. The whole lot of difference in CBSE patterns, school, ICSE, SSE, other states. So we are comparing all the curriculum and trying to come with the best assessments as well. Transfer policy also, we are looking at a very comprehensive act which we can bring in. We are discussing. We will have a discussion with the Honorable Chief Minister as well. The idea that our Minister has, Honorable Minister has, is that we will make the entire thing public. Take suggestions, feedback from the stakeholders, all stakeholders, and then start implementing whatever policy changes need to be done, whatever changes in the act need to be done. That we'll be doing in the next 6 months. So the last is the outcomes. Having done all these things, the next 4 years will be only focused on outcomes. We have seen where we stand. In 8th grade, not able to read 3rd class math or Telugu. So we want the best school infrastructure, no doubt. We want proficiency in foundational literacy and numeracy. That's what we plan to focus on, all the schools. Grade appropriate learning is what is the ultimate outcome. Then focus on communication skills. The result should be, we should get the top ranks in competitive exams. Children from government schools should be able to get into NEET, all the JEE advanced, all kinds of best universities and colleges. There should be a series of good coordinated science exhibitions, international exposures to students and select teachers as well. And finally, we should have well-trained teachers abreast with the latest technology. Only when they are aware of the technology, they'll be able to transfer it to the students. These are the outcomes, some of the outcomes. I'm sure we'll have a discussion with Honorable Minister and Honorable Chief Minister to take more inputs. For the time being, this is the draft plan. Now, coming to the 3-4 slides, where I request the attention of the collectors, is enrollment. Yes, we are aware that the enrollment is a factor of both data entry and actual physical enrollment. And usually every year it stabilizes around the end of August. All the collectors are already aware what you need to do. You can see there are 3 distinct verticals which we have put. One is PP1, PP2 and first standard. That's the foundation level. Next is class 2 to 10, class 11 and 12. There's a big drop in class 11 and 12, which please focus, because in SDGs and employability, whatever Saurabh we'll be talking next is employability. Unless we push them into higher education, that's the weakest link in the entire chain. And the PP1, PP2 and class 1, I was told it's more of data entry because Anganwadi data is not being captured. I request all the collectors to focus on this one. But the second vertical, class 2 to class 10, it's just transition. Students who are already with us in class 1 are not reflected. There's still 67,000. So 10 days back, it was 4.5 lakhs. All the collectors have really worked hard and brought it down to 67,000. I'm sure next couple of days, you'll be able to bring it down to bare minimum. So I request all the collectors, the figures are there for you to see. Please focus on this and see that it's done. Don't wait till August 10th. August 15th, we should be able to close this. Next is the basic thing for teachers, for schools to function, is teachers to attend. If they attend, yes, we are assured that a minimum teaching goes on.
Okay.
Sir.
Is there any data?
Sir.
Mere pre-primary class 2 10, class 11 to 12, you are putting 23, 25 or 24.
23, 24 last year, sir.
Last year, this year.
Yes, sir.
I am asking how many students are out of school network.
Sir.
That is the data you have to collect.
Sir, this.
Generally by August, the entire stabilization comes in and data entry is completed using
No,
August.
ఈ డేటా ఓకే నేను కాదనలేదు. నేను ఏంటంటే మొత్తం డేటాని వెరిఫై చేసి ఈవెన్ కలెక్టర్స్ హ్యాస్ టు ఎన్యూమరేట్ హౌ మెనీ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆర్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ స్కూల్ నెట్వర్క్, హౌ టు బ్రింగ్ దెమ్ అండర్ స్కూల్.
Dropouts.
డ్రాప్అవుట్స్,
Total dropouts. System నుంచి dropout.
దట్ ఈస్ వేర్ జీరో డ్రాప్అవుట్స్ రావాలి.
Yes, sir.
ఇప్పుడు మీరేం చేస్తున్నారంటే ఒక ఎక్సర్సైజ్, ప్రైమరీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్, ఓకే క్లాస్ 1, ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ మన గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్స్ కి రావడానికి ఏం చేయాలో మీరు ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు. ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ అందరూ స్కూల్కి రావడం నేర్చుకుంటే తర్వాత గవర్నమెంట్ ఎట్లా క్వాలిటీ పెంచాలో పెంచడం వేరు, దాంట్లో తప్పలేదు. కానీ ఎవ్రీ స్టూడెంట్ ఇన్ ది స్టేట్ అంటే చైల్డ్, దే మస్ట్ కమ్ అండర్ స్కూల్ నెట్వర్క్, ఏదో ప్రైవేట్ ఆర్ గవర్నమెంట్. ఎవ్వడు ఒక్కడు కూడా మిస్ కావడానికి వీల్లేదు. దాన్ని ఏం చేయాలని వర్కౌట్ చేయాలి.
Yes, sir. We'll work on, sir.